Yo, what's up everybody? How are you doing? This is Lethal Black Man, also known as the Revolutionary Mind, coming to you live. Well, not really live, but coming to you in another video from New York City. There's been recent outages with the cable and the internet and everything, so I wasn't able to really upload anything, but I have been watching YouTubers on my phone and keeping up to date with what's going on Black YouTube. And just as I suspected, I've told you people many times that people like Tommy Sotomayor, people like Cynthia G, and many others, they just promote they just promote deception. They promote division among the black community, and they say they're doing it under the guise of giving a damn about other black people, but they don't care about black people at all. Cynthia G had a lot of people fooled because she started talking about white supremacy when she began her channel, quickly descended into talking about black men, accountability, which I have no problem being a black man and being accountable for things that I've done that's wrong. And I think that anybody in our community, anybody in the world really should be accountable for what they do that's wrong. And I agree with her on that. But when she started continuously doing video after video of black man this, black man that, and then her little Cynthia G Jr., known as Paris Milan, did the same thing and still does now, it got to a point where I realized that it was just going to be a bashing channel like the channels that black women complained about already. Tommy Sotomayor is a big basher of black women, So we have these channels out here that unfortunately are, they're run by black people, but we call them agents because they're doing the work of white supremacy. They're not doing the work for black people, they're doing the work against black people. So this is not going to be a very long video. I'm in one of these rooms that has nothing in it right now. We cleared everything out. Going to be doing a whole new setup here, not for any videos, but just in my own home. I just wanted to talk about this really fast. I saw the video with the father. I'm gonna get to Cynthia G in a minute, but I saw the video with the father that left his little child, his little girl. The girl couldn't have been any more than what, three years old, maybe 4 years old. She looked very young, almost a baby. He left her to fend for herself, and that's just not right. That's not a man. And a lot of these swirling women who already have a hatred for black men are using that video for their talking points to help pull their agenda, to push their agenda of interracial dating. They believe that, oh, well, every black man is like this. No black man gives a damn about his children. He only cares about himself. They want to call us dusty and broke and everything like that. This man is a disgrace, not to the black community, but to all men, period, especially black men. Because I can tell you one thing, I love my mother, I love all the women in my family, I love all the people in my family, period. But if I had a daughter, and that's my flesh and blood that I helped create with my wife, you better believe that I'll get my ass bitten, I'll get killed by a pit bull if I had to protect my child. Because see, even though I haven't finished living my life, I live my life. My little child has not lived her life or his life yet. So I will do everything I can. And as a parent, you're supposed to make sure that you protect your children. That's something that a parent has. That's parental instinct right there. So he obviously wasn't ready to be a father, okay? He's a disgrace as far as I'm concerned. But these swirlers are using that as an excuse to say that all black men are this and that, like they always do. Just like black men use excuses when they show, negative news about black women abusing their children or doing something to a black man or a white man for this matter or whatever, to just pull their talking points. That's what they like to do. So Cynthia G, who I've told people about before, I haven't really mentioned her name a lot, but you've heard other channels talk about her. I'm just going to talk about her in this video. She did a collaboration with Crystal and Karazin, who is the girl who swirls. She promotes interracial dating amongst black women. That's what she does, and it's mostly with white men. So she has joined the team of interracial dating. She says many times that she would never date a white man, but I think that Cynthia G is full of shit, okay? Just like the rest of these channels that are out here promoting the division between black men and black women. You're not doing black people any favors when you constantly talk about the division of black people, because that doesn't really help matters at all. It doesn't help matters at all in the least. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, a traitor is a traitor. End of story. Like I said before, you have the freedom to do whatever you want. It's your life. But they have this misconception that the white man is the greatest man on earth. He's Superman. He comes from another planet. He's the strongest man on earth. He's James Bond. He gets all the women. A lot of these white men believe they're entitled to get every single woman on this planet. They believe that. They do, trust me. Movies like James Bond that show it more than anything else, where you have a white male who is a super spy, and he goes around the world taking down terrorism and international threats, and he gets women from all around the globe. He's gotten black women as well, he's gotten Asian, he's gotten everybody, okay? So these white men believe that they are entitled to getting black women, as well as any other woman on this planet. And the promotion of black women and white men are all over the place now. It's bigger than it's ever been. On these television commercials, on these television shows, on these movies. They're pushing this agenda in video games and comic books, everything. They're pushing it. You know, people want to argue with me and tell me that I'm full of shit, that I'm making this up, that I'm not being realistic about this. There's more black men being with white women. They've already done the black man, white woman thing. They're doing the black woman and white man thing now. That's what they're doing, and they're doing it heavy. They're pushing this agenda all over the fucking place now, okay? It was never like this when I was growing up. They had some instances back in the 70s where there was interracial stuff going on, but not like this. Nothing like this. So as far as I'm concerned, this woman has proven that she is no good. She's proven that she is against black love. Because as far as she's concerned, as far as any of those channels out there that promote interracial dating are concerned, black men and black women have no right to get together. But if you're a black woman, you have to keep your options open and get with a white man or a non-black man, because that's the best thing for you to do as a black woman. You're not supposed to keep looking for Mr. Right, because every single black man you look for is no good. He's trash. He's broke. He won't take care of you. He'll run away from his responsibilities when you get pregnant. You know, they'll use the video of the man not protecting his daughter from that pit bull, okay, as an example, all right? They'll use any means necessary that they can use to push their agenda. I don't push no agenda here. The only thing that I do when I do my videos is I talk about black love, because black love is a natural thing. I shouldn't even have to push. If I had to, I shouldn't have to push for an agenda for black love, because as a black man, me being attracted to a black woman, whether she be dark skinned, whether she be light skinned, whether she be my complexion, brown or copper tan, that's a natural thing for me to be. I look at black women first and foremost before I look at anybody else. And that goes when I had a different mindset, when I believed that I liked all females out there when I was a young man, in my, and when I was starting at 15 years old all the way to my 20s. Okay? Black women were always the first choice for me. Always. So I always hear excuses, and I'm sick of hearing them. And these channels like Cynthia G, Paris Milan, all these other channels that want to talk badly about black men, and these other channels out here like Tommy Sotomayor that want to talk bad about black women, they don't do anything but push an agenda for us to be against each other, for us to be this, you know, to just divide us, because that's what they want. So as far as I'm concerned, she's shown her true colors. The collaboration between her and Crystal and Carrington is the icing on the cake. It tells me exactly what I already knew. You know, I used to be subscribed to Cynthia G when she was talking about white supremacy. You know, like I said, I was with her when she talked about accountability, because I believe that if you do something wrong, you need to take accountability for it. The father that didn't protect his daughter from that pit bull that could have ripped his daughter apart, and getting on top of that car like a coward instead of being a fucking man and taking care of his responsibility and protecting his child like he's supposed to. I'm in complete agreement with any black woman or any black man that believes that that man was wrong and he should be called out for that. I'm in agreement with that, because that, you have to take that accountability. And if I was him, I would hold my head down, because you have done nothing as a parent. You have done nothing to protect their daughter. I'll be looking at you like you're the worst parent in the world, because as far as I'm concerned, that was a life-threatening situation, and that man should have been there for his kid. That little girl was screaming for her father to protect her, and he was protecting himself. There is no way in hell I would ever have a child and let a child think that they can never be protected by me. I would take a gunshot for my kid or my children if I have more than one child, which I probably will have at least two. But this is the kind of agenda that continues to get pushed on YouTube, from people like her and Crystal Carrison and Tommy Sotomayor. You can talk bad about black people all day on YouTube and it's never a problem. As soon as you start talking about black love, Black Lives Matter, which is a good idea, but I don't care about the organization, that's when you get punished on YouTube, because they don't want black people to be together. These black people on these channels who are so-called for black people, they don't want black people to be together. They have an agenda of getting black women with non-black men to make non-black children in a non-black society. Okay, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I don't care who you are that subscribed to Cynthia G. Don't argue with me, because I'm not going to get into an argument with you. If you want to continue to watch her, you go ahead and do that. I told you, anybody that promotes interracial dating in the black community is an enemy of black people as far as I'm concerned. I don't mess with people. I don't deal with people that have interracial relationships. It's a choice that I made, just like it's a choice they made to be going with people outside their race. I don't deal with people like that because it's just not in my blood. It's not my way of life. I don't even like seeing movies that have interracial dating in it. I can't watch Zebrahead anymore like I did when I was younger. I can't watch Jackie Brown because of that scene at the end. The Big Birdcage, when Pam Grier, one of the only few movie stars I actually really like, when she kissed that white dude who we thought was a light-skinned black man back when I was younger. His name was Sid Haig. He died, I believe, 2019. Had a little small kiss scene with him. I remember Pam Grier for Coffee and for, Foxy Brown. And other movies that she did, like Grease Lightning with her then boyfriend, Richard Pryor, who, I don't want to get into that. I'm talking about something different. But see, black love to me is amazing, okay? It's amazing when it's happening. It's amazing. I'm never gonna sit up here on a video, and anybody who ever tells you otherwise is lying. That they were gonna tell you that black love is without its faults, without its struggles and its problems in relationships. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that, when you get into a relationship with a black man as a black woman, or you get into a relationship with a black woman as a black man, that everything is going to be roses and candy canes and sunshine. No, that's not going to be the case. But at the same time, I'm not going to lie to you like these other channels lie to you and tell you that every single man in that community is horrible for you. They're no good. Every single woman in that community is horrible for you. They're no good. I don't know how we have people that are so, weak-minded that they can listen to these clowns that tell them to divide from their own people. It's disgusting to me that we have channels that do this. And I know the people that dislike the video will be people that interracially date. I understand that already. I'm not even surprised about that by now. But when I see things happening a certain way, when I see certain women on YouTube that I've subscribed to that start going a certain way, first they're talking about white supremacy, and then all of a sudden they're talking about black men this and black men that. I see where the conversation is going. I don't have a problem with any woman in the black community talking about what black men do that's bad, because it's feedback as far as I'm concerned, what we need to do better. And they should be taking feedback when we talk about what they do that's wrong as well. It should be an open discussion. But when it gets to be ugly and you're promoting, not being with a black man at all, because every single black man doesn't do a goddamn thing. Every single black man is going to leave a black woman as a baby mama and never going to have her as a wife. I'm not buying that shit. I'm the one that proposed to my wife and asked her to marry me, because I always wanted to get married. I thought about that when I was in my teenage years, and I wanted to get married one day. I'm going to have kids. I'm going to have a wife. I'm the one that proposed to her. She didn't have to wait around for me to propose. But then we were together for 3 years. And in that 3 years, I'm going to tell you like this. The first year, I was getting to know her. We were friends. By the second year, we started to get into a relationship. The third year, we was already in a relationship, and I started to feel like, I want to be with her. So yeah, you can say, oh, you wait around 3 years, but some women are waiting 10 fucking years for a man to marry them because they chose the wrong fucking man. That's why. Okay? That's the problem. We got to look at who we choose too, and it's not me reiterating what people say. It's true. Sometimes we choose the wrong people over and over again, and we don't get the person we're looking for, and then we think, oh, well, all those men are bad because every man I tried was, no. You didn't try every man in the world that was black. We're so quick to get rid of our own men and our own women to go with people that oppose and oppress us They oppose our very existence, and they oppress us, and we want to be with them. It makes no sense to me. I don't understand that. You listen to channels like this woman's channel and other channels that are full of hatred for black people and hatred for black love, and you think you're doing yourself a favor? There's some weak-ass people in this world, and there's a lot of weak-ass people listening to these channels here. They are disgusting channels that promote nothing but division between black men and black women, and I would be no part of it. I'm all about black love. I love when I see black women and black men together. I know the relationships are not going to be perfect, but there's struggle in every relationship. When they show you that fucking tale about a white man giving a black woman everything she wants and there's no relationship problems, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You better talk about the problems they have with racism, the problems they have with him calling her an N-word or treating her less than a woman. I'm not trying to hear that fantasy fucking tale. And the same thing goes for black men when they get in relationships with non-black females. They don't tell you that shit. They tell you the good shit. They don't tell you the shit that's real. They sell you a song. They tell you a tale. They weave you a tale. A fictional tale. Ridiculous. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get out of here. I said what I had to say. I never trusted that woman after I seen what she was doing, and she just confirmed the reason why. And anybody that's still subscribed to her, that's good for you, but I'm not gonna be subscribed to her at all. I haven't been for the last 2 years. I'm not going back. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Thanks for sticking with me for 16 minutes. This is a longer video. I just want to not really rant, but just talk. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care of yourselves. I love you all. I love you.